it. So if you click this because you're actually interested in finding your purpose, then congratulations. I think that's the right path to follow. And I'm going to tell you about some misconceptions about it that are probably holding you back. What is the first misconception? It's about finding your purpose. Yay! And I think I put it in the title, finding purpose. So it's a little bit clickbaity. I apologize for that. But I needed to get your attention somehow to actually help you. So the thing about finding purpose is that it's mostly bullshit. And the reason is because once you think of like finding purpose, it's almost like it's something that's just out there and you go after it. And there's sort of like, sure, some remote like value in it. But in my experience, purpose in the initial sense, unless you have like a traumatic experience or something that's very deep within you, it's hard to sort of have a big enough fire to drive you from just that initial thing. So what am I even saying? I don't know. Someone says, find your purpose, and they have a great conversation, or it feels like a great conversation. What do you want to do? Oh, I want to help as many people as I can. Oh, that's wonderful. That's fantastic. Joanne, I don't know. Joanne, that is fantastic. And how are you going to do that? Oh, I don't know. I just want to help as many people. Oh, that's so noble. And then she lives the conversation and nothing changes and her life is the same. And we put it on Instagram and it gets millions of views, but nothing changes. And then they sell you a course on something, probably. That's bullshit. So she found her purpose? No. Purpose takes time, man. Like, you may have something that's, like, you can do things, obviously, to find, there we go, to make things more purposeful, obviously, from the beginning. But, like, real enduring purpose takes fucking time to build, because it takes time to get good at something. And the more good you are at that thing, the stronger the fire of purpose feels like, at least in my experience, certainly. So if you think of being, for example, like, I don't know, let's say even a detective, I don't know, let's say like you really want to be like the best detective ever. You just have a passion for it. Let's say even your father was a detective, maybe, something like that, right? To be good at it, it's gonna take time and effort. Like, it's gonna be bad. Or not bad in the sense that you should quit it, but it's gonna be painful, right? And maybe in the beginning of that detective thing, it's like, sure, I want to do it, but it's not all like, maybe you don't have a drive to really push through. Or maybe if you're lucky, in my opinion, you do, but nonetheless, in my experience, certainly, those first few stages are going to be very, 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 very challenging. Like, it's going to be, you're going to be constantly doubting, like, am I doing the right thing? Should I do that other thing that people tell me about that is quicker and that is faster, yada, 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 whatever the hell. But you just need to push through it. And obviously, do like a good analysis of yourself. That's what I even help with my free community. Everything's free, by the way, like everything. So what do you have to lose? But anyways, do whatever you want. Do a proper analysis, and then from that, you see what you want to do. But even then, even with a good analysis and not just a bullshit, I don't know, ChatGPT purpose that it made up on the spot. Don't do that. Don't let ChatGPT dictate your life, by the way. But even then, those first few stages are fucking awful. Okay, like it's great when you start. You got all this motivation, but very quickly you find that like it's not all sunshines and rainbows. And I'm just being real with you. And it's full of pain. It's full of problems. Full of efforts. But as you push through that, if hopefully you push through that initial phase, what you'll find is that as time goes on, you start getting even like incremental rewards for your for the development of competence and mastery in that specific thing. So we're talking about detective. Oh, that's actually a good example. So well, I think I'm not an expert in the area here, but what's something that you could probably notice? You could probably, I don't know, you start catching some bad guys, right? Or helping them, at least in a strong way, helping cases. So those are incremental things, but I would guess it takes a while to actually be good at even that, you know? So you need to go through the first beginner phase. And after that, maybe you start catching the big boys. Maybe you start becoming the best detective in, I don't know, in the police department in your area. I don't fucking know. Or in the town, or in the city, whatever. Maybe then you become the best in the country, best in the world, who knows? Like, Sky's the limit, man. But it takes time. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes a lot of pain. And you won't get that high of being the best at it. If that's your goal, by the way, it doesn't need to be, okay? Just saying that because it's simple to see, you know? If that's your goal, it's gonna be fucking hard. It's gonna be hard. Oh, should I switch? Should I do something else? Oh, actually, it's not as bad. It's not a bad. Oh my god, it's going so well. Bang. But you gotta go through this phase here. Well, it's actually more like this, okay? That's why I want to set your expectations correctly. The next thing, that was a bit of a tangent, a rant. But the next thing is that, in my experience, this is what happens. Purpose starts being fun. Or what am I doing this? It starts, how should I do it? Oh yeah, there we go. It starts being fun. It's 3 stages. Then it's painful. And then it's even more fun than the first stage. So what is this? So let's say, let's make a scenario that you work with me, for example, for free, by the way. Not a bad deal. At the time of recording, who knows? But you work with me and we sort of, we realize what your personality is like, or, your childhood experiences, your aspirations. We really see what the fuck you want to do with your life, basically. We just figure that one out. Big one, by the way. After that, it's going to be really fun. Like we're going to feel really accomplished, and we should, because it's really, really necessary to have that step, but it's not the only step. And this is where I'm getting at here. After that, you're going to realize that it still takes a lot of effort to actually make shit work. So if you work with me, I'm going to make a completely random example. Like, I'm going to actually choose a different example. Everyone talks about money and like a big career and whatnot, but we're so different. Some people's purpose could literally be like be the best father that they never had. Imagine someone that was fatherless, didn't have a father. Do you think it would be a bigger purpose for them to be like, I don't know, a lawyer or a doctor, or be like the father that they never had? Like, who knows? We don't judge. They can do what they want. But for me personally, oh, sorry, I'm a bit sick, so everything's going on my body. But I think the fatherhood thing seems much more purposeful. Seems much more. I'm not religious even, but like holy. It just seems better, more powerful, right? So that could be it. That could literally, like, the purpose, and purpose changes as well. Ideally not every 5 minutes, but it's a bit more long term than that, buddy. But it changes, man. And some people, all they want is that, to be like, make enough money to get by, whatever, and to be the father they never had. And that's in my opinion, a very noble goal, very moral goal. Yeah, very noble goal. So let's say we go with that. That person is probably going to feel, maybe even emotional. They're probably going to feel like, oh my God, being the father that I never had, that's going to be so fantastic. Like, oh, I wish I was like this, or my father was like this, whatever, or maybe they didn't even have a father, whatever. It's going to be like emotional, a big thing. After that, it's time to get to work, right? And this is the part that's not so sexy. You're going to find all these little problems. This is what you're going to be a good father. You got to be like patient with your kid. You got to be sometimes harsh, but not too harsh. Sometimes a bit softer, but you can be too soft. You got to adopt a lot of responsibility. You got to sacrifice some personal things for the kid or kids. And this shit, it's like, this is painful, it takes effort, it takes sacrifice. And this is exactly, like, I keep saying this shit, like, purpose is not supposed to feel good all the time. Purpose is something that is worth suffering for. Think about that. People have kids, it takes a lot of fucking work. But do they regret it? In my experience, from what I've heard, most people don't regret having kids. It's a very purposeful experience, okay, to have kids. And in this case, of the wanting to be the best father ever, this specific person, let's call him, I don't know, Rick, who knows? Rick wants to be the best father ever. It's gonna be, works with me. Like, we figured out his personality, fantastic. This is what you want. You want to make your life, or at least this chapter of your life, around this. Fantastic. Do you actually feel a drive for it? Oh yeah, okay, fantastic. Let's go with that. What do you need to do to get there? Ah, fuck. It takes a lot of effort. Yeah, Rick, this is it. Every single purposeful thing will take a lot of effort to be good at it. Well, maybe we try something else. No, Rick, we don't. Like, everything is gonna have this little stage of fucking pain, okay? But if Rick is a a smart cookie and he just pushes through that phase, then he starts seeing some results, starts getting, maybe the kid, I don't know, randomly runs to him in a specific random day, no, specific random day, what the fuck, in a random day, and hugs him, says like, I love you, Dad, or you're the best father ever. It's like, whoa, that's something. Imagine that happens consistently. And then the big achievement is the kid like becomes incredibly, he becomes an incredible kid from his parenting, or part of it, obviously. Part of it's just individual stuff, but anyways, that's quite good, but he needs to go through that painful thing. So again, it starts being fun. It's all like idealistic. This is where most social media guys will leave you, by the way. You may think, oh, this guy helps me a lot. Does he though? Does your behavior change after you listen to the device? Probably not. So does he really help you, or does he just make you feel good? I'm being a bit harsh, I know, but I went through this myself, and I don't want you to go through it. I want to help you, actually help you. So it starts being fun. After it's fun, like I said, then it's painful. It's like, oh, I gotta find all these problems, I gotta solve them. There's so much pain in it, effort, sacrifice, etc., etc., etc. And then it's even more fun than the first phase, which you thought was fun, but this phase, when you start actually succeeding, is very, very fun, very good. So yes. And my last point is, a little like an analogy, whatever. It's quite simple. It's just purpose. I think you guys should think of it as like a plant, and then think about watering it. And a lot of people want to like plant a seed, or actually, it's not even plant a seed. They want to be given the seed, the perfect seed, and then just like blooms into like, well, what's the thing? Oh God, I don't remember now, but the story of like the little beans that grow into something enormous. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I hate when that happens, by the way. When we don't remember something, like, why? But anyways, people want the perfect purpose. They want to find, I want to find purpose. I want to find the perfect seed that if I just throw at the floor without taking care of it, just blow up and become this massive thing. Good luck, buddy. Not how it works. The really way is you figure out what seed you want to deal with. Like, okay, what do I need to do? Or plant, whatever, right? Okay, and then once you figure that out, now you got to water it. Okay, now you got to, this is the first thing, the first part, remember? First part is fun. You figure out, oh, this is my chair making a lot of noises, a lot of squeaky noises, bad chair. The first part, the plant. Sorry, yeah, the plant, and it's fun, whatever, the seed. Fucking hell, I'm tired. 3 in the morning, guys. The first part, it's very fun. Oh, I'm going to do this, going to do that. This is when you're picking the plant that you want, and the seed, obviously. After that, you're like, ah, oh, fuck, I got to do all of this to take care of it. I got to water it every day. I got to do this, do that. I don't know a lot about plants, but anyways, you know what I mean. Got to do all of this. Fuck, maybe I need a new seed. Buddy. You got to take care of all of them. Some more than others, I'm aware of it. You got to take care of all of them, right? So everyone's is hard. Every single one of them takes effort. So you just got to push yourself through this one. After that, if you do that, which hopefully you do, it starts actually growing. It starts becoming something that actually, you think, you know what, like, this is becoming a pretty cool looking plant. It's pretty cool. Then it starts growing, and then you have a fantastic plant, the best plant ever, whatever, and there we go. That's the end goal of purpose. End goal. It doesn't end really, but you get what I mean. End part of purpose. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want more stuff, free community. Bye.